The issue around the housing market in the UK is there are not sufficient numbers of houses being built, he told Sky Television. And in extracts of the interview released by Sky ahead of its full broadcast on Sunday, Carney noted that the number of large mortgages being approved is on the rise and said more houses needed to be built in Britain. And we're not going to build a single house at the Bank of England, he said. We can't influence that. And what we can influence is whether the banks are strong enough. Do they have enough capital against risk in the housing market? And Carney said the bank could also check lending procedures so people can get mortgages if they can afford them, but they won't if they can't. And by reinforcing both of those, we can reduce the risk that comes from a housing market that has deep structural problems. And Carney said there was evidence that large mortgages, where house buyers are given loans up to 4 times their salaries, are on the rise again. And we don't want to build up another big debt overhang that is going to hurt individuals and is very much going to slow the economy in the medium term, he said. And we'd be concerned if there was a rapid increase in high loan-to-value mortgages across the banks. We've seen that creeping up and it's something we're watching closely. And last week the bank played down the chances of an imminent rate rise despite fears of a growing house price bubble. And the biggest risk to financial stability, and therefore to the durability of the expansion, centers on the housing market, and that's why we were focused on that, he said. And earlier this month, the OECD think tank called on the bank to impose measures to help slow rising house prices. And, reporting by Stephen Addison, editing by Bernard Orr, and back to top, and Thomson Reuters is the world's largest international multimedia news agency, providing investing news, world news, business news, technology news, headline news, small business news, news alerts, personal finance, stock market, and mutual funds information available on Reuters.com, video, mobile, and interactive television platforms. Thomson Reuters journalists are subject to an editorial handbook which requires fair presentation and disclosure of relevant interests. And NYSE and Amex quotes delayed by at least 20 minutes. Nasdaq delayed by at least 15 minutes. For a complete list of exchanges and delays, please click here.